Hi, Linda Snidza-Taggart here, coming to you this cold and rainy afternoon right from my backyard. I'm happy to be bringing you the fourth week of our Revs on Retreat video about following fall. Today I am out here and it's not so easy to make these videos, but we do it because we really want to bring you a different perspective on fall and how we are experiencing that ourselves, in hopes that maybe some of that resonates also with you. Today I want to talk about my new bird feeder that I bought last week and put up here outside of my big picture window at the back of my home. It's held a lot of lessons for me already, and the one that I want to share with you today is the fact that, well, you can see, maybe you can see, that it is in the shape of a church. It has a little cross on the top and also in the window, which attracted me to this particular design. And that's been useful as I watch the birds come and go. It helps me to think about a way that I can stay connected during this time of year when it gets cooler. This weekend we took down some of our porch furniture and deck furniture and are starting to draw inward. We rearranged, after Margaret talked about rearranging where her desk was in her office last week, shifting just one chair in my living room in that same way gave me a different perspective, so that I could look outside at this bird feeder comfortably, and that's been a really good process. I like the idea of staying connected to nature and the outdoors, even as I'm going inward, both in my home and in my soul. One of the things that I'm considering is what are the thoughts and attitudes and feelings that I've outgrown, that I need to let go, instead of packing into my soul for the winter, for this inward time. What should I not take with me? What can I let go? And that's where this bird feeder comes in for me. We've seen lots of different birds here. We've seen blue jays and cardinals and chickadees, and we've seen sparrows. We've seen chipmunks. We've seen squirrels. And that's where some of this thought process has come in. My daughter pointed out to me how very agitated I became when the squirrels started coming up this pole, jumping onto the bird feeder and trying to figure out how to get at the seed that normally they can't get at because of the weight-bearing way that it's an anti-squirrel feeder. But they figure it out anyway. They perch in these crazy ways, and until they fall off, they eat some seed. And Annie said to me, why am I so upset about that? Maybe the squirrels are hungry too. And perhaps, especially on a bird feeder that's shaped like a church, I should think a little bit more about why am I so invested in who eats from this bird feeder and who is not allowed to eat from this bird feeder. And that's been a really good message for me, to kind of examine why am I so against having squirrels here. Yeah, they eat a lot of food, but maybe they're really hungry. And so I'm trying to use that as a way to enter into thinking about what other areas of my life am I gatekeeping in a way that's not useful anymore, that I thought that I had outgrown. And so in that way, in these last weeks anyway, this bird feeder has really been useful in examining whether I have in fact outgrown this thought that certain things are for certain animals or people, and other things are not. Because I'd like to be a person that is open enough to say, okay, if the chipmunk's hungry, let the chipmunk eat, and you interpret that in whatever metaphorical way you would like. So anyway, those are my musings for this week. We plan to get together a little wrap up for you at the end of the week this week, because this is the last of the October following fall videos. They are posted on our website where our blog takes place, where we both write for that, and you can access that anytime by going to Revs on Retreat, all together, no spaces, revsonretreat.com, where you can see this and all the rest of the videos, lots of other content too. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this gives you an opportunity to think about what maybe you have outgrown in your thoughts and attitudes and ideas, and challenges you to see whether you actually can let go of those successfully.